Where is it from? The Rubik's Cube. It's quite amazing people can actually solve a Rubik's Cube. The nearly impossible toy has risen in popularity for so many years. But where did it all start? And how did it become so popular? The Rubik's Cube toy wasn't even supposed to be a toy at all. The Rubik's Cube was invented in 1974 by a man known as Erno Rubik, who named the toy after himself. He was an architect who wanted to invent something to help with his 3D geometry. His creation was looked at by many, and it actually became a toy after that. While it seemed impossible in the beginning, well over a month after creating it, he found a solution. Business really only started booming in the late 70s and early 80s. In 1980 and 1981, the Rubik's Cube won Toy of the Year. It wasn't until 1982, 8 years after the Rubik's Cube was invented, until competitions were held. Competitions were for speed cubers. Speed cubers were people who would spend their time solving Rubik's Cubes as fast as they could. It's insane how fast people could solve it. The world record today is under 6 seconds. Competitions could hold hundreds of people. People from around the country would come in and go to these competitions. The person with the fastest time at the end of the day would go home with the win. There are numerous different ways you can solve a Rubik's Cube, even in a competition. One example is the OH, which stands for one-handed. You would have to solve it with one hand, and you can't use the other hand to help you. People have actually juggled Rubik's Cubes and solved them at the same time. You can do blindfolded, where you can't see the cube at all when you're solving it. You have to memorize the pattern and then do that pattern. Even people can solve the Rubik's Cube with their feet. There are so many different types that exist today, I couldn't even name them all. Not only that, but there are different variations of the Rubik's Cube too. You could have the normal 3x3x3. There's also 2x2x2, 4x4, 5x5, 6x6. It goes up all the way to 28x28, although those are only for collectors. They don't even have to be cubes. Pyraminx, like a triangle. Megaminx, a decagon, I think. There are so many different types of Rubik's Cubes. So many you can think of. Name a shape, they probably have it. People are still trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube, how they can get better at it, how to improve on their techniques, more ways they can solve it. Every legal scramble can be solved in 20 moves or less. Also, robots can actually solve Rubik's Cubes. They've solved it faster than humans in under 4 seconds. So, whether you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube or not, at least you won't be banging your head against the wall, questioning why someone invented this. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and leave something you want to know where it's from in the comments below. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.